event will see the two most targeted receivers in the NFL in 2016 and Pro Bowl teammates to boot. It's OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., and Mike Evans.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Jameis on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Second down, Winston. That is caught at the 7. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
And the D looking like they may blitz. And that'll set them back 5. The penalty on first down backs them up 5. It's now first down at 15. They'll run here with Vereen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw it with Manning. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis. Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats.
But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Over the middle to Evans. And he is knocked down from the side. Looks to be right around the 40. Give him 30 yards there. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offensive coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Now a first down run here. This is Vereen. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On first down, Manning. This is Shepard on the catch. There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Chris Davis on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A second down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On 1st and 10, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll throw again. Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And he's got his rookie first-rounder. It's Evan Ingram. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, Eli Manning coughs up the football and usually does a pretty good job of taking care of it. What's he been in double digits in fumbles 3 times in his career?
Yeah, after 2015, I think he had 3 years of 10-plus.
Yeah, but one of the things about his offense and how he's functioned throughout his career, they throw the ball downfield a lot, which means what? You hold it longer in the pocket. That can affect things sometimes. More time in the pocket means more chances for someone to get to you.
Drops it off to Martin. So close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run for it with Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up alive. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Manning. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jameis now on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Manning now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
One final try now for Manning. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Manning now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. On first and 10, here's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Manning will try again on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again with Vereen. And Vereen, sure-handed as he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ready. Easy. Ready.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of 4. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Easy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
I went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
On draft night, I kept wondering, why is O.J. Howard still on the board? And they ended out at Tampa at number 19, and they're ecstatic to have this guy who ran 4.51.
Actually, the first time that the Bucs have ever drafted a tight end in round number 1, and they got a good one. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Martin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Winston on 3rd and 2. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That one goes for 24 yards.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Winston. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Back now in Tampa. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 65 yards. Into the red zone now. Manning. Harris has it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. Rosas now to add the PAT. Now Gino.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And the Buccaneers able to... Now the ball comes loose. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. On 1st down, Manning. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Chris Baker coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now Manning throwing on second down. To Vereen out in the flat. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. The Bucs on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And New York set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Manning now to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game thrown.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning, flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A win would be their 1st of the young season. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Robert Ayers. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Able to get away. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. One final try now for Manning. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.